So you've been browsing through TikTok and have seen those cool LED strips with all the effects and backlighting, but you can't find out how to get them. Lucky for you, today I'll be showing you how to make your own set on a budget. Hello everyone, my name is Kobe, and today on Abnormal Technology I'll be showing you how to make some ARGB lights using WLED, an open source project run off an ESP8266 controller. Timestamps can be found in the description, and all products I use can be found with links below along with any other resources needed. Let's get started. You're going to need some supplies for this project. A ESP8266 controller, a female power connector, some wire, a 5-volt power supply which I recommend to be about 2 to 3 amps, a WS2812B LED strip which will give you the last thing needed, a female JST connector. When it comes to picking out lights, you'll find a 30 meter and 60 meter. I'd recommend 30 meter as it's cheaper, and if you want more LEDs you won't need as much power to draw from, as 60 millimeters will be more dense and half as strong running on the same power. Let's start by just flashing the program to the controller and making sure everything works. Search WLED on Google or follow the link below to the GitHub page. Go to the wiki and find the install release binary and download the ESP8266 version. Search ESP Home Flasher and download the latest release. Simply plug in your ESP to your desktop and open the flasher. Select the binary from your downloads and hit flash. After it finishes, go ahead and completely unplug your controller and plug it back in. From here, go to your Wi-Fi settings on your phone and connect to your WLED network. Scroll down and make sure AP Opens is set to always. This is temporary and ensures that we can get back in later. Now we know the software is working and present, let's get to assembly. To begin, we're going to take the JST connector and peel off the middle cable, soldering it to the D4 socket on the ESP8266. In this example, I'm using this 3D printed case, but if you don't have one, something as simple as an Altoid tin with some holes will work. We will then take 2 pieces of wire and strip the ends. We're going to solder one into the 5-volt socket and another into the ground socket. Next, let's go ahead and strip the wire's ends down and get our power terminal. With the clip facing you, you want to take the left cable, normally red, and enter it into the positive terminal of the power connector with the 5-volt cable as so. Then do the same with the right cable and combine it with the ground cable into the negative terminal slot. And from here, it's time to make sure it all works. Plug in your power supply and your LED strip, and the first 30 lights should show as orange. If this doesn't work, double check your wiring and soldering jobs, as the connections might be faulty. If you get the 30 LEDs going, it's now time to connect it to your home network. Log into the WLED network and set it to connect to your home 2.4 GHz network. After entering your info, unplug and replug your controller. At this point, reconnect to your WLED network and scroll down and find the client IP. This is the access point you will use to control WLED through the mobile app and through your browser. Copy it down and connect to the same Wi-Fi network as the controller. In a browser, enter the IP address you copied. If you get a screen like this, you're good to go. If you get anything else, reconnect to the AP and double check your network name and password. Once we have everything running, we can easily connect to the WLED app by entering the IP address. And let's get our settings right. First, head to Wi-Fi settings and set the AP to have a password only you know. This allows you to change the settings if you ever need to change Wi-Fi information without having to reinstall WLED. Then go to LED preferences and set your total LED count. For my strip, I have 150 LEDs, so that's what I'm going to put here. Right below, set the max current to your power supply's rated max. For my main string, I use a 5-volt 3-amp power supply, but a 2-amp one would also work. And last, make sure you have your color order matches. It shouldn't be an issue, but if you go to the main page and your reds, greens, and blues don't match your lights when you click them, cycle through your color orders until you get the right set. And that's everything for the tutorial. Now you have your own set of custom ARGB lights. What do you plan on doing with them? Mood lighting for your room or using them as a nice backdrop for your streams? Let me know in the comments below. As always, like and subscribe for more DIY tech content. And don't forget to stay weird.